Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to be covering the upcoming game, the Commanders versus the Las Vegas Raiders. That is going to be a home game. We're looking forward to it. There's a lot of moving pieces going on with this team. So we're going to try and cover all that, injuries, things like that. And also, just as a quick, if you guys want to share this, we don't ask for money. But if you could just share it, I'd like to do an experiment because I did a couple things last week and I think it bumped up our numbers. So if you just share it or hit the subscribe button, whatever moves us along, we would appreciate it. Show us some love. And so we do this because we love to. And it's nice to get a little bit of feedback if we're doing okay. So with that being said, on to the bigger and better things. BH, how are you doing and what's going on?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited about the game coming up. But boy, what a challenge, man. The injuries, the big one would be Jaden is out. We
Yep.
know that Noah Brown is out.
Yep.
Our killer blocking tight end, John Bates, is out.
Yep.
And then really we did lose Austin Eckler. So, that's 4 of 11 players that were impactful not going to be there against the Raiders. So that's a big deal for us. So
And Dietrich Wise.
Dietrich out on defense. Yeah. Oh, for the season, right?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eckler too, for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Torn Achilles. I think he's toast. But so, I mean, the big one being, I think, uh, I think I think John Bates, in a weird way, might be the biggest one.
Yeah.
Just his what he does is so good. So the other uh, tight ends are going to have to get in there and work on helping block, pass block, run block. So he's a unique guy and he's kind of a specialist in that regard. I think the Jaden thing. I think Jaden was. I think they knew all along Jaden wasn't going to start. I mean, they were just seeing what would happen, that's why I think Marcus Mariota got probably all the snaps,
Hmm.
and also they're able to I don't think we've talked about it. This scheme is perfect for Marcus.
Hmm.
All that everything they do is perfect, but with the full week of practice, they can tailor it to what he really likes to do. Some special plays that he likes. We saw him last year execute fantastically. Um, so I'm not worried about that. As far as wide receiver, McConkey. I mean, I'm sorry, McCaffrey's going to have to step up,
Hmm.
and I don't know. We're probably going to bring someone off the practice squad. I imagine
Chris Moore, maybe?
maybe Chris Moore. I mean, they did bring him in before, so yeah, it'll be interesting to fill that spot. I mean, Noah had a pretty uneven game. I'm sorry he got hurt, but he gets hurt a lot. But he really had two big drops in my estimation. I mean, one was challenged pretty good, but hey, it was there. I mean, the
Hmm.
pass was there. He dropped it, and then he dropped another one. So I mean, I don't feel like he's a major talent that we have to, fill that spot. I think the guys can step up. Uh, Now going to running back, that's going to be surprised. We were surprised last game against Green Bay because
Yeah.
Dollar Bill, they didn't really do much. They ran a
Hmm.
ton of Eckler. So, man, Rodriguez is inactive. Well, not this week. I
Nope.
think, we got Dollar Bill. Rodriguez is going to be really interesting to see. We don't know what they're going to do. A lot of people are saying, hey, Dollar Bill is going to probably be the starter. Well, don't be so sure of that. They might work him in later. They might use Chris Rodriguez. So, but they've got to be able to put something between Mariota, who can run, and those three
Yep.
running backs. They have got to go after the Raiders.
Hmm.
They're doing really pretty good again. The way to go against the Raiders is in the air. They
Yeah.
have issues,
Yeah.
but boy, they do good against the run, man. They do a pretty good job. They're pretty active, but we can't just. We always talk about it doesn't matter how good against the run the other team is. You just got to run.
Hmm.
So I'm feeling pretty confident along that line. Now the Raiders, I'm watching a lot of their stuff. I watched that last game, which they did not do that great. They've got some standout guys on defense, a few.
Yeah.
Obviously, Max Crosby is number one. And so since our right tackle Josh Connolly got worked a little, we better give him some help and he better be ready. He had a rough game against Green Bay. And then other than him, they have one good D lineman, Leki Fotu. He's got a great PFF score and has been doing really good. And probably one of their best overall players has been Jeremy Chin.
Yeah.
Jeremy Chin's having a great time, and he's doing really good. And he'll probably, he's got a little bit of a revenge game going, so I think
Yeah.
he'll be geeked up for this. But other than that, man, Max Crosby's a good defensive, edge defender, but their other edge defenders are average at best.
Yeah.
And then you look at their corners and stuff, and
Yeah.
and their stuff. They're all pretty average, and so I mean they've got another safety, Isaiah. I didn't see anything while watching the game, but Isaiah Palamau, I
Hmm.
mean, he has got a horrible PFF score. So maybe that's a guy we could pick on. Because basically, I was watching snap counts. Him and Chin play 100%. They play every snap at safety. So they don't really bring a lot of guys in. And the same with Max Crosby. To his credit, that guy plays
Yeah.
a ton of snaps. So anyway, with Mariota and this, it's going to be, I can't really speak too much to what we're going to do. There's just too many variables with these
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit crazy. I think this is a team that you can attack through the air. You know what I mean? You've got to stop Max Crosby. I think we can have success against them, but the degree to which how much success we're going to have, I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
No, you're right. Like I said at the beginning, there's a lot of moving pieces here. I think it's going to be running back by committee. Uh, there's more to being a running back than just running the ball. You got to be able to block. You got to be able to do other things. And so, Bill just isn't that far along yet. I would expect, and I think McNichols was limited play or something, and so
Yeah,
I think Chris Rodriguez is going to get the ball a lot. Going to have to beat him through the air. Going to have to get out front, get out early. They do stop the run, so I don't have a lot of hope for the run. So, but you have to run it in order to open things up. Maybe we could do some Jalen Lane jet sweeps and get Debo in on some of that. Get it out
yeah,
to the flat. Those are kind of like runs in a sense. Get Luke McCaffrey out there on that. That's how I see it. And maybe some designed runs for Mariota. He can run. I don't know if you want to risk getting, what has he got? Tendonitis in his ankle or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
um, that's how I think that's going to go. That's what I want to see happen. Uh, get it in the air, get out early, uh, design runs for Marcus, spread it out, and hope for the best, and get
yeah,
some help for Josh Connerly.
yeah.
And that,
Always,
like you said, we don't have Bates, so he would have been the guy to do that, or do something crazy like move Wiley over and take that chance, or something. I don't know. So,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, but there's something that has to be done over there. We can't have Max Crosby breaking that up.
no.
And I think you're right though. Design runs are the way to go. Force their
Mhm.
linebackers and their defensive ends to chase your guys, get them
Yeah.
winded. And like you said, a bubble screen, a quick pop is as good as a run,
Yeah.
and it forces their ends. They can't pin back and come at your quarterback. They got to go out. So I agree. It's going to be Cliff will have his hands full. I think we'll see what kind of offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury is with this situation, how he handles it, and how he handles Mariota. So anyway,
Well, you
that's
mentioned
good.
linebackers. That is one of, they're pretty good on the Vegas side, the Raiders side. They're pretty good. That's why they stopped the run. They got a decent D line, and then they got them linebackers filling in the gaps.
Yeah,
So
yep. Devin White and Jermaine Pratt have done a good job.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So as far as our defense is concerned, uh, the biggest thing is we've talked about it before. Get the rush to squeeze um, Geno Smith, and
Yep.
he's been throwing interceptions left and right. We don't get no turnovers. This team needs to make turnovers, interceptions, fumbles. That is a must at this point. We're just terrible at it and have been for quite some time. So put the pressure on Gino. Like I said before, get them behind, make them start passing the ball, and he will make the mistake. So they got some decent wide receivers. They got Jacoby Myers, who's really,
Yep.
really good. They got their rookie, uh, Thurston. He's their new
Oh
rookie
yeah.
guy,
Yep.
and their other guy is really good too. He's a deep threat. We can't let them guys get behind us. It's important to stop that. They also have Ashton Genty.
Yeah. Ashton
He's their
Jenkins.
running back, and he's slippery. You know, he gets his yards after yards after contact, and we're not the greatest against the run game, especially without Dietrich Wise, but we
Yeah.
brought in some good dudes. I think our boys can um, can fill that gap. Baptiste and some other people that we have to get in
Yep.
there, stop that run, uh, and make them go again. Get out early, make them pass, make Gino make the mistakes, and capitalize on that.
Yeah. I agree. I think the good thing for us, I think, they brought in Preston Smith.
Yeah.
Um, and everything I heard about him is I thought they'd go for Clellan Ferrell, but somehow he's on the Chargers practice squad because I thought he might be out there
Okay.
free because he played, but they didn't get him. I guess Preston Smith, a little older, been around. What I read, the most impressive thing about him is he was in shape. They said
Yeah.
he was in real good. Like he was every day working, like hoping a team would get him. So he was in really good shape. Football shape is a different thing, but they'll probably rotate him with Jean Baptiste. Um, and yet Gino, man, Gino was incredibly bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a lot of Seattle games with Gino, and he looked really good.
Yep.
And so, I mean, we got to be careful because one game, you know how it is in football. Just a guy looks like dog crap one week, and all of a sudden he comes back and
Hmm.
he's just fixed everything. But he
Yep.
looked real bad. And man, you could see why he throws interceptions. Man, he just throws into coverage and he doesn't give his running backs. I saw Genti, like you said, Genti pretty slippery, and he does show good contact balance. I mean, when
Hmm.
he gets through and guys hit him, he kind of glazes off. They stopped him a few times in that game, that last game, where I figure if the last guy didn't get him, he could be gone. And boy, we could get burned by that
Yeah.
because he is that kind of guy. He gets out beyond our guys. Good night. He'll be
Yep.
gone. He's that slippery. He got hurt on the interior by his O line a lot. And that's what I'm hoping we'll do. He got pushed back. I mean, he hit his O lineman a couple times. I mean, they kind of destroyed them. The Chargers did. So
Yep.
maybe we, with our good interior defenders, we can blow things up and keep Genti from getting going. He did pretty good in the pass catching game, but once again, Gino threw some, he made him turn sideways and go here. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with Gino, man, but
Yep.
he was just off. One thing though, I will say about Genti, man, is he is really bad at pass protection. I watched him. He gets confused on loopers. He gets confused in space. He didn't square up properly. But I think when he was at Boise, he was the whole team. All that guy did was run. So he's going to learn, like Trey Amos is going to
Yeah.
learn how to tackle.
Yes.
He'll learn how to pass block. So that's sort of a detriment for them. He's a star for them, but boy, he's not much help in pass blocking. So that's good for us.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, they're backups, man. Like Mostert's okay, but he's pretty washed. Zamir White looks like he's towing a trailer. I saw him on kickoffs, and I saw
Yeah.
him come in and play. I just don't see anything there. He's pretty much toast. But then again, the big guy is their tight end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
Brock
Brock Bowers.
Bowers. Yeah, and as I recall, Green Bay tight ends just freaking barbecued us.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, they brought in their third string tight end, and then he caught a
And
20-yard
they were
pass.
still doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So so that'll be a challenge. I imagine they got a lot of that cleaned up because this guy is even though it's his second year, he might be the preeminent tight end in this league. And if he gets going, those tight ends get going, a receiver gets going to get it, and all of a sudden, man, they got 12 catches for 135 yards, and we don't want that.
Well, I thought, Tucker Kraft was really good, but they also schemed well. Green Bay schemed us really, really good. And I'm not so sure that the Raiders are that. So
right.
they burned us. If we were showing man, they did some kind of zone thing or did some kind of got our guys moving. If it was zone, they flooded the zone and just did different stuff to mess us up. So I'm not sure that the Raiders have all that. But I will say Brock Bowers is somebody to look after, and he was on the injury list. So he did something, I don't know, groin or something that seems to be going around. So
yeah, he was battling that a bit. They say he's ready to go.
Well, I think we look good. It's at home. We've had 10 days off, and it's a short week for them, and they have to travel.
Yep. And we got humiliated. So hopefully that getting humiliated sure gets you focused, man. Because you don't want to look like an ass, in front of your friends and your family. So well, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to get it and to watch it. So I'll be watching that NFL Red Zone. So hopefully I'll get some Red Zone highlights for the Commanders.
And I will be working, and I'll be listening to it on my phone and following the action that way. And we'll get back to everybody on Monday or Tuesday and talk about the game and its aftermath. And we cover everything?
I think we did.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
See you guys.